Hi there, a warm welcome to you. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for confirming about the quality of the audio. Let me welcome the participants here. Amane, Nora, Simon, Tisfai, join. Peace, love joined. Welcome, peace, love. Peace, love is a member too. Special welcome to you, peace, love. We have 65 members now. You can be a member. Link is given in description section of this live chat and about section of the channel. Elijah Kano joined. Welcome, Elijah. Med Abduali here. Yotim joined. Welcome, Yotim. Iyaso here. Are you Iyaso? Simon says, I would like to be on the first to tell you. I would like to be the first to tell you that Oromo is a non-issue. Well, Jacob Jack joined. Welcome, Jacob Jack. Hailey Mescal here. Welcome, Hailey. We have a short live chat tonight, just 20-minute long live chat. Uh, I will speak for around 5 minutes, then your questions for 5 minutes, and we'll end the live chat. Just one topic in tonight's live chat. I want to share with you what is being claimed by the military and government in Oromia and what is the actual situation on the ground about an armed group. Jacob Jericho says drama in Oromia sounds like Bilal Abbas Khan is in play. Well, sometimes Jacob Jericho's comments make sense only to him. Aman Washjain, welcome Aman. You're on time tonight. It happens rarely, but tonight you're on time. Aman is also a member. Special welcome, Aman. Good to see you. You missed nothing. I'm just starting. I want to share with you a claim by Ethiopian military that 200 Ola members surrendered today in the Oromia region. I looked into the claim. I got in touch with a friend of mine. And now I have the real information for you about who are these 200 fighters, who is leading them, who was leading them, why did they surrender, did they really surrender or not? Yes, Senator, he says, hi Sajid, let us pray. Well, Tesanath, let me continue the live chat. You can go and pray. AGW says, great to be on your live chat again. Thank you, AGW. Jacob says, sometimes we need to see a smile on Pope Sajid's face. Well, I am always here for you, whether smiling or not. And your comments always entertain me. Sometimes very enlightening. FBG ne here, welcome FBG ne. Let's start, viewers. 7 minutes have passed. I said I'll keep the lecture to 20 minutes tonight. So let's start. On Sweetie Nerd here. Onizuka says, can you do a comparison between EPRDF and PP? I did some sort of comparison about these two entities in the past too, but maybe in a video in future. Let me start, viewers. You know that Ethiopian military, Oromia regional government, and federal government of Ethiopia released some pictures today. Rufile says, why do you keep calling Masrisha Fano commander? Well, he was a Fano commander. So what's wrong with that? I am not saying he's still part of Fano. Uh, Admaso, join welcome Admaso. The Ethiopian government, Ethiopian military to release pictures of Oromo Liberation Army fighters. The government claims that Oromo Liberation Army fighters have surrendered in large numbers. Government media, over 200 Oromo Liberation Army fighters surrendered today. And they surrendered in Gurachan, nothing. You missed nothing. I'm just starting. I'm talking about government's claim that 200 Ola fighters surrendered today. So government released pictures and government claimed that 200 Ola fighters laid down arms today in East Vailaga zone of the Oromia region. By the way, over a week ago, the government-backed activists propagated some posts and they claim that a group of Ola fighters wanted to surrender. But when Jalmaro led Ola came to know of it, Jalmaro group attacked the group which want to surrender, and that group just was dispersed. So that was the report by government-backed media over a week ago. And now government claimed that over 200 have surrendered. That report was also from East Valaga. This claim is also from East Valaga. Basically, the government is saying that those Ola fighters who wanted to surrender around a week ago, but they could not surrender because of the opposition by Ola Jalmara group, now they have surrendered. I looked into it. I thought of contacting some people. One of my friends got in touch with me. Then I verified from more than one sources. And now I can say that according to Oromo Liberation Army, it's a good news for them. How can it be a good news for the Oromo Liberation Army? Government claims 200 Ola surrendered. Ola says it's a good news for them. So what happened? Well, Ola sources say that in the past, in recent months, government-backed Oromo Liberation Army fake groups were launched. Government-backed, organized, and armed groups and launched them as Oromo Liberation Army. Or the government divided Oromo Liberation Army and splinter factions were backed by government to show as if they are real Ola. Fekade Abdisa was one of Ola commanders, you know. He was also operating in Valaga. Jalmaro group was also operating in Valaga. The two fought. The two fought for years. Uh, I'm talking about Ola Jalmaro group and Ola Fikade Abdisa group. They fought for years. Jalmaro wanted to just eliminate Fikade Abdisa group. Ultimately, Fikade Abdisa group surrendered. Fikade Abdisa surrendered, if you remember. That was one of the victories for the Oromo Liberation Army, that it managed to force one of its rivals to surrender. Then, a few weeks ago, another Ola commander surrendered. His name is Yedisa. Jal Yedisa. And I did a video on that, I remember, I think. Yedisa also worked in Fikade Abdisa group. But after Fikade Abdisa, he continued fighting, but then he surrendered. The group which surrendered today in East Valaga is led by Jal Musisa. Jal Musisa and Jal Musisa led Ola, and Jalmaro led Ola have been fighting. Dereba Jalmaro tasked an Ola commander to carry out attacks on Jal Musisa group. Jal Konke, I think, is the name of the Ola commander, who was tasked with attacks on Jal Musisa group. Jalmaro, is very strict. Whenever he sees opposition, whenever he sees splits in Ola, whenever he sees counter Ola groups formed by government, he just fights them. Even if he sees internal challenges, internal splits too, he does not tolerate this type of division. That is why Sani Nagasa surrendered, Shirabe surrendered, because Maro is known to be very strict in enforcing discipline. So Maro sent Jal Konke to fight Jal Musisa and Jal Yedisa. Yedisa surrendered, Musisa was fighting. And today, the man who surrendered, the man whose fighters surrendered in East Valaga is Jal Musisa. Oromo Liberation Army Kumsa Dereba group says that Musisa was never part of the Oromo Liberation Army. Yedisa, Musisa, Fikade Abdisa, they always operated as a separate Ola group which has been fighting Maro-led Oromo Liberation Army group. That is why Musisa's surrender is a good news for Ola. Ola wanted to put an end to all government-backed groups operating in the name of Ola in Oromia. And now there is no group operating in Valaga backed by the government in the name of the Oromo Liberation Army. Musisa was the last known pro-government, government-backed Ola group commander in Valaga. So he has surrendered today. That's why it's a good news. Ola people say it's a victory for them that they have managed to force pro-government Ola to surrender. Now they will be more united. They'll be able to carry out attacks and their activities in a more coordinated manner. So what does it mean? Does it mean that whoever is surrendering in Oromia is not part of Oromo Liberation Army? Well, the Oromo Liberation Army fighters who surrendered in southern Oromia in recent months, they were genuine members of Oromo Liberation Army. That's what I have confirmed, that in southern Oromia, Oromo Liberation Army, Komsa Dereba group suffered losses because their commanders made peace with the government. But in Valega, it seems Maro is getting stronger because rival factions are surrendering. Splinter faction led by Sunny Nagasa surrendered, and remaining pro-Sunny Nagasa fighters are being hunted down by the Roma Liberation Army. How many surrendered today? We don't know. Ola Gilmaro group says that Musisa did not have hundreds of fighters. He had a few dozen fighters. PP is exaggerating the numbers. I don't know, but it seems that Musisa, Edisa, and Fikade Abdisa have been fighting the Roma Liberation Army, Homsa Dirba group. So it means that today's surrender of Ola members won't be a big blow to the Roma Liberation Army. Rather, Ola will be able to operate fully in Valaga now. He also says it's really sad a country of more than 100 million is led by kids of drama. Well, this is how Prosperity Party operates. This is how PM operates. They create divisions in political parties, in armed groups, in regional governments, in political platforms. That is how they operate. That is how they keep their rivals divided. Beniam joined. Welcome, Beniam. Guracha says Ethiopia is sending troops to Gaza. Let's see how Egypt likes it. Yeah, it would be interesting to see. But has Ethiopia made the decision? Your hub says Sajid 99% Muslims will be against Abiy if troops are sent to Gaza for sure. Well, let's see which countries agree to send their troops to Gaza. There could be Muslim countries too. And troops won't fight there, by the way. The troops will be deployed as peacekeepers. They won't fight there. Uh, if Hamas opposes the deployment of international force won't be able to be deployed there. The force will only be deployed after a deal between Hamas and Israel has been sealed and Hamas agrees to it. I don't think anyone is going to fight there in Gaza. No country wants that. Qazi says, Sajid, can you say free Israel? Why should I say free Israel? What is the topic of tonight's live chat? No, the Senate says free Palestinians. You see? Why do you force others to voice your views? What do you want to force me or others? By the way, there are Ethiopians fighting on Israeli side too in the war between Hamas and Israel. So Palestinian side won't easily agree to ENDF's deployment to Gaza. Israel will welcome that. Peace boss says, Sajid, what do you think happens to Ethiopia? Possible break apart? No, no, I don't think that Ethiopia is going to break into pieces. You know that during war in 2021, I did videos when TPLF was threatening to reach Addis Ababa. Back then, I did videos. I said Ethiopia isn't going to split into pieces. It won't happen. That was the analysis at the peak of the war. So I still maintain my position that Ethiopia is not going to split because if Ethiopia splits, it will split into so many countries, and this shock wave will affect the entire region. No one wants new countries, an entire destabilized Horn of Africa, which is already very destabilized. Stop the lies. Uh, Problem is that if Ethiopia splits, how many countries will come into existence? Tigrayans would want their own country, Oromos, then Amharas, then other uh, groups also will demand their countries. And then you will see conflicts in the new countries. I mean, Oromos of RC, Oromos of Valaga, they will they might demand countries. Amharas of Gujjam, Amharas of Gondar won't agree on one country. Agos are in Amharas. Gomas will also demand a country. Gambalas, Anioks, and Neods, they would like to have a country too. What about Tigray, which showed unity? Even in Tigray, people could demand creation of more than one countries. There are groups in Tigray which are not Tigrayan. So it will not end. It will go on. The best solution is that Ethiopia should continue as a country and the government should take all the players on board. Regional governments, federal government, all ethnic groups should reach a solution to live peacefully, to coexist peacefully in one country. Well, Biniam says, is there any message you want me to say on camera when I reach one of Nakfa mountain ranges in March 2026? Well, first of all, if you do that, just let us know, let the viewers know that you have done that. We should call for peace. We should call for peace. Just tell the people to speak the truth. I always say that once we start speaking the truth, believe me, so many issues will be solved. We justify our lies, sometimes because of our affiliation with a religion, with a country, with an ethnic group, is used by us to justify our lies. Lies should never be justified. Truth should be told, no matter what the cost is. If all of us start speaking the truth, believe me, all the issues will be solved in this world. I mean, governments lie, they lie all the time. They never take their people into confidence. Armed groups, they lie all the time. Military lies, they uh, hide their losses, exaggerate their gains, they deceive people, and they defend lies. As an institution, they defend lies. Governments, individuals, institutions. It should be discouraged, I think. Last question, then I'll leave. Guracha says, can we rightfully say that Abiy has succeeded in destroying the Sindhu? Well, Abiy forced a TPLF to reconsider the Sindhu. That's what I can say. What will TPLF do now? That will be clear in coming days. But Abiy has forced TPLF to reconsider the Sindhu. That's what I can say. It was 29 minutes have passed. I think I should leave. I wanted to end the live chat at under 20-minute mark, but it has reached 29 minutes now. I'll be back tomorrow, viewers. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tolerating me for 29 minutes. Do write in comment section about Prosperity Party's drama in Oromia about Ola members surrendering. They are Jal Musisa group fighters who have been fighting Jalmaro group. Thank you for watching, viewers. Stay blessed. We'll be back tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.